2K has finally given us a sneak peek, a new preview at some of the new Persona cards coming to WWE 2K26. And I gotta say, got some good news and I have some bad news as well. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. The Persona card that we're gonna see first that we have an actual look is Trish Stratus, a retro Trish Stratus. But we also got a bit of a huge bummer, which we will get into. Timestamps in the description below, by the way. But before we get into this video, the first thing I do want to say is that 2K, I did mention this in the season 3 video, but right now we have the Dirty Dom Dominik's Tower event. Now, if you can defeat Dominik Mysterio, you'll earn his Money in the Bank 2025 outfit. Huge W if that's what you want. Now, the next thing that I do have to say, I just kind of got to put this out there. My Universe Mode series will be making a comeback. Anybody who knows how this channel began, it started with 2K16 making these custom videos, which really was a Universe Mode series. Then with 2K22, I did an AEW themed Universe Mode, which I think is still public available to watch. But my WWE 2K26 Universe Mode is coming soon, and I gotta say, I need some fresh faces. If you got an interesting call, you got a call just in general, let me know. Drop it in the comment section. Give me their backstory. What is their character? Let me know if you have them on community creations. Hell, even if you want to, you can just send me a DM on Instagram, which, by the way, go ahead and click the video description because my Instagram link is in there. Go ahead and drop a follow. Either way, let me see some of these interesting calls. I got room for 3 to 5. Realistically, if I see more that I like, more that I think are just cool, hey, might have a bunch of them, man. You never know. You might see your guy being a world champion, maybe NXT champion, because I just need some fresh talent to see what we can do. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Yesterday, 2K posted a teaser saying Trish Stratus 2000 coming soon, ... because they want to build up the mysterious, the intrigue, the whole idea of when is it gonna release, when are we going to see her? And then Cornell, he retweeted it, he hit it with the googly eye emoji, and then Trish Stratus herself, she actually responded to it and she said the snake is out of the bag. So she tagged some sort of a link and she's saying, get the full story, plus she's going to be giving away a digital copy of 2K26. So for a lot of the people who've been in my comment section and are like, it's the game worth buying, hey, here's your potential moment to win a free digital copy courtesy of Trish Stratus herself. But now this is the thing as well. So shout out to Status. Status also retweeted it and he said that as of right now, which is the bad news, she's set to be a My Faction persona. Not a ringside pass, straight just My Faction. And so here's the interesting thing as well. Someone actually responded to Status and they was like, Cornell implied it would be in the ringside pass because Cornell, he retweeted it like 2 or 3 times, and on one of those retweets, he did say that he can't wait till things get extremely fun. Now, I want you to sit there and read how he spelled extreme. So to go back to the question that the dude said to Status, Status said that as of right now, she's still strictly limited, or excuse me, she's strictly listed as a My Faction persona. However, he said, but they can always change it later. But right now, she's listed as a persona in the game files. And then somebody also did retweet one of the things about it, because a lot of people are very excited to get this. So shout out to Elite Gaming. Elite Gaming said that the new Trish Stratus persona is based off of her first match alongside Test and A-Train to face the Hardy Boyz and Lita, which, by the way, shout out to the person who did leave a comment in my video yesterday saying, why hasn't Test been in the game? I don't think this is going to lead to us seeing him, but to go back to what Cornell said, because we do know that in season 4, when we get the Hardy Boyz, they have 2 personas, and we know there's gonna be a Lita persona, a retro Lita. Now here's where the things also get interesting. So in this same tweet, somebody responded with, we're probably going to get the Hardy Boyz attire from this match as well. And then somebody said, so wait, we probably are going to get pink top Lita. Interesting. So I gotta say, shout out back to Cornell. I can't wait till things get extremely fun. And so here's the good news. I already gave you one half. I said we're going to get Trish Stratus 2000. I gave you the bad news that she's going to be in my faction persona. However, like Status said, 2K could potentially pivot, throw her into season 4 ringside pass. If they did, I want to kind of say I think she would most likely be maybe the level 40 base tier reward, because I feel like, or maybe she could be the premium level 40, because I think we can already just go ahead and safely assume that the Team Extreme personas, then again, I don't know, this is really an interesting thing to ponder. Trish Stratus could potentially be just a free level 40 premium tier if they were to decide to put her in the ringside pass. I don't think they will. I do think she's going to ultimately be, my faction. You just spend a ton of money, or you just somehow get lucky enough to draw her. I think that's what we're going to see. But we do know the Lita persona card, it's not going to be into my faction. It's just going to simply be if you own the DLC. And so that's what I'm thinking, is that Lita would probably be the level 40 premium reward. I mean, that's my only assumption. But knowing 2K, she could also potentially just be like somewhere in the middle along with the Hardys. I'm genuinely kind of confused. I don't know. But to continue the whole conversation about personas in 2K26, we have a new My Faction pack, because the RIP packs, they are now here. We have 2 personas in them, a Bianca Belair persona and a Seth Rollins persona. But here's the catch. We got a bit of bad news specifically about the Seth Rollins persona, because reports are coming out that Seth Rollins 17, he's just totally broken. He's totally bugged out. So I do just want to go ahead and say again for the second time in this video, shout out to Status, because Status said the Seth Rollins 17 model is easily one of the most broken and incomplete personas in the game. Let's put a little bit of dramatic oomph, a little bit of dramatic emphasis. He said it is one of the most broken and incomplete personas in the entire game, which is just absolutely saying something. He said the lack of quality control is glaring. So first off, Seth is missing his entrance gear. It lacks the creative superstar parts, which, as Status says, it leaves him completely tireless in creative superstar. He uses the wrong Titantron, and he has a lot of clipping issues where his feet are visible during the gameplay. Are we really surprised? Are we really shocked? And then shout out to Game Vote, because Game Vote has also dropped some complaints as well. Game Vote said that he got what he wanted, which again, Seth Rollins 17, but he said unfortunately he can't be edited in the creation suite, and his attire parts are not in there either, like Status said. And so this just comes back to the whole theme of, didn't you guys just fire a bunch of devs, which for the most part we know were mostly the mobile game team? But this is why I was saying it was kind of stupid to fire all of those devs. That was more people you could have just had to focus on quality control, because there's no excuse for why this thing launched in this state. Man, come on, bro. Did nobody test out the Seth Rollins 17 model? Because why is he broken? Why is he missing his entrance gear? Why are we able to see his feet? What the hell is going on? Honestly, who even knows how long it'll take to see them fix this? But I just really simply cannot get it out of my head. Why would you release this pack if you know he doesn't have the right stuff? And the thing that is also kind of killing me, how does he not have the correct Titantron? Bro, you guys made the game that Seth Rollins 17 is quite literally in. That he was quite literally, actually Seth Rollins 2017 in. I know you got access to the Trons. I think somebody even mentioned they think this persona was pulled from like 2K, another 2K, since we've had personas. Honestly, who even knows? Maybe they'll do a quick fix at some point, but again, quality control like this, it should have never have come out in this state. But again, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm just the one tripping, because we know We're gonna get Trish Stratus 2000 in my faction. Who knows, maybe you'll have to gamble a couple of $100. Maybe you'll get lucky enough to unlock it for free after spending countless hours. Who knows? Then of course, we got Lita 2000 as well coming. We got the Hardy Boyz Team Extreme. Then we got Seth Rollins 2017 in the moment, who happens to be just a totally broken model. I mean, we got a lot of things to be excited about, and one big stinker, maybe one more slight disappointment. Overall, I think it was kind of an interesting week again in the WWE 2K26 news cycle, but with this game, every time we take a step or two forward, we also take a giant leap backwards. Because remember, don't ask what your country can do for you, or in this instance, don't ask what 2K can do for you, ask what you can do for 2K. Okay, I just almost cringed when I said that, but if this is your first time stopping by the channel, go ahead and get that leg ready. Go ahead and stretch it out. Do a do, because I need you to tune up the band, because you are going to hit that like button with the meanest. I'm talking about the meanest super kick, sweet chin music, whatever you want to call it. But then we're not done. I want you to pick up that subscribe button, and I want you to hit it off of the ropes and plant it into the mat with a pop-up power bomb. Matter of fact, no. I want you to pick up that subscribe button. I want you to throw it off of the ropes. I want you to pick it up in the air and hit it with a pop-up Styles Clash like the phenomenal UNC, the phenomenal Unk himself, AJ Styles. And then guess what? We're going to go ahead and pin it, because we're going to get the 1, 2, and the 3. Because over here at Trust the Saint, we are undefeated. The greatest undefeated streak of all time. No disrespect to Oscar, no disrespect to Goldberg, no disrespect to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But we have the greatest streak of all time. But in all seriousness though, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about it? What do you think about the highs we got? What do you think about the lows? Because Trish Stratus 2000, a lot of people have been begging for this. A lot of people have pointed out all year long that, this should have been a base character. I don't know how you can market the whole Monday Night Wars and even have her on the cover, but then you don't have a Trish Stratus 2000 in the game, and now we're getting it 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 months later, and then you don't get it for free. You have to try to unlock it in the pay to win, or the pay to unlock game mode. Yeah, I do know a lot of people are going to complain about that. I have seen a lot of people online as well. They're not too big fans of the attire or the specific model, the way it looks itself. So who knows? And then of course Seth Rollins 2017, that is kind of that's a huge bummer. But maybe in the next coming weeks or so, I think we're going to start getting more of the Lita 2000 teasers. I think we're going to get Team Extreme 2000 teasers. I think they're just going to kind of wait since the new season just dropped. I think I will see it maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. They'll start to hype it up a little bit. Maybe a month from now. Who knows? But either way, your boy signing out. Take it easy.